Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will start with the new chapter from Pharmaceutics 1, that is drying. In previous lecture, we have completed the evaporation and the distillation processes. Then the next type of heat process is the drying. So drying is an important technique which is used in the pharmaceutical industry, which helps to prevent the decomposition of the product, and it also improves the solubility of product as well as the stability of the product. All of you have heard about the drying word. So how we can define the drying? Drying is defined as the final removal of liquid from solids by vaporization with the aid of heat. Okay, what is meant by drying? Drying is nothing but the complete removal of water from any substance, or it is the final removal of liquid from the solids by vaporization with the aid of heat. When we give heat to the particular substance, then the liquid from the solid substances get vaporized and the drying takes place. And the equipment which are used for the drying are known as dryers. So in this chapter we will study the different types of dryers which are used in the pharmaceutical industry. So what is the importance of drying, or why the drying is done while manufacturing the pharmaceutical products? First thing is, the drying is done to carry out the size reduction. Okay, to do the size reduction of any crude drug, if it is in dried state, then the size reduction is easier. So before doing the size reduction, the particular substances are dried, and after that the size reduction is done. The next one is, the drying is done to avoid the deterioration on storage. If any substance or any pharmaceutical solid dosage forms contain the moisture or any liquid materials, then they may causes the decomposition or hydrolysis of our product during their storage. So before storage of such substances or the pharmaceutical dosage form, the drying is done to remove the complete liquid from that particular solid substances, which avoids the decomposition of the product. Then the drying is done to dry the tablet granules to reduce the moisture. Okay, so while compressing the tablets, first the powder is converted into granules, and after that the granules are compressed by using a compression machine into the tablets. So for the proper flow of granules, they should be dried by using the different dryers. Okay, if the granules are completely dried, then their flow is increased during their compression. Again, drying reduces the bulk and weight, hence less transportation charges. ओके, ड्राइंग केल्यामुळे काय होतं आहे, सबस्टन्सचं वेट रिड्यूस केलं जातं आहे किंवा त्याचा बल्कसुद्धा रिड्यूस होतो आहे, त्यामुळे अगेन ते सबस्टन्स ट्रान्सपोर्ट करण्यासाठी आपल्याला इझी होऊ शकतात. देन ड्राइंग इज डन फॉर द सर्टन प्रिपरेशन्स लाईक स्प्रे ड्राईड लॅक्टोज. Certain pharmaceutical preparations are there, like different solid extracts are there, or the dried aluminum hydroxide is there, or the spray dried lactose is there. For the preparation of such excipients or the pharmaceutical products, the drying is required. Okay, so this is the need of drying, or different applications or importance of the drying in the pharmaceutical manufacturing. Okay, so they helps to increase the rate of size reduction, also they prevents the decomposition of our product, also they increases the flow of granules from the hopper during their compression, also they reduces the bulk and the weight, so the substances become easy for the transportation, and the different pharmaceutical products are prepared by using the drying processes like spray dried lactose. The next one is the theory of drying. Okay, how the actual mechanism of drying takes place. Actual dryingचं प्रोसेस कशा प्रकारे होते किंवा त्याचं मेकॅनिझम काय आहे. So here it is a theory of drying. First, the drying involves both the heat and mass transfer. Okay, all of you know the heat transfer. Heat transfer takes place by using the three mechanisms, that is conduction, convection and the radiation. Okay, so during drying the two processes takes place. First one is the heat transfer and another one is the mass transfer. एखाद्या सबस्टन्सचं ड्राइंग होत असताना त्यामध्ये दोन प्रोसेसेस फॉलो केल्या जातात. फर्स्ट आहे हीट ट्रान्सफर. ओके, जो कोणता आपण हीटचा सोर्स यूज करतो आहे त्यापासून सबस्टन्समध्ये हीट ट्रान्सफर केली जाते. सेकंड थिंग, सबस्टन्समधलं जे काही लिक्विड किंवा मॉइश्चर आहे ते कम्प्लिटली वेपराईज केलं जातं आहे की जिथे आपल्याला मास ट्रान्सफर बघायला मिळतं. सो ड्राइंग involves the two processes, that is heat transfer and the mass transfer. So we will see how actual that heat transfer and mass transfer takes place. So to dry the material, the two steps are needed, that is the heat must be supplied to provide the latent heat of vaporization and the liberated vapor must be removed by moving an air stream. Basically drying होत असताना ॲक्च्युली काय होतं आहे, वी प्रोवाइड द हीट टू द सबस्टन्स अँड दॅट हीट इज यूज फॉर द वेपरायझेशन ऑफ लिक्विड. देन आफ्टर वेपरायझेशन ऑफ द लिक्विड दॅट लिबरेटेड वेपर्स आर रिमूव्ड विथ द हेल्प ऑफ एअर स्ट्रीम. ओके, सो ड्राइंगमध्ये दोन प्रोसेसेस फॉलो केल्या जातात. फर्स्ट आहे हीट ट्रान्सफर, अनदर आहे मास ट्रान्सफर. हीट ट्रान्सफरमध्ये काय होतं आहे, आपल्या हीट सोर्समधून सबस्टन्समध्ये हीट ट्रान्सफर केली जाते. मास ट्रान्सफरमध्ये काय होतं आहे, सबस्टन्समध्ये जे काही वेपर्स किंवा मॉइश्चर किंवा लिक्विड पार्ट असेल त्याचं वेपरायझेशन होतं आहे आणि ते सबस्टन्समधून रिमूव्ह केले जातात. सो इथे आपल्याला मास ट्रान्सफर बघायला मिळतं आहे. देन कोणत्या स्टेप्स फॉलो केल्या जातात ड्राइंगमध्ये. फर्स्ट आहे द हीट इज प्रोव्हाइडेड टू द सबस्टन्स. त्या सबस्टन्सला हीट प्रोव्हाइड केली जाते की जिथून काय होतं आहे, लिक्विडचं वेपरायझेशन केलं जातं आहे. नेक्स्ट स्टेप काय होते, ज्या काही वेपर्स फॉर्म होतात त्या ॲटमॉस्फिअरमधून रिमूव्ह केल्या जातात विथ द हेल्प ऑफ एअर स्ट्रीम. ओके, सो दिस इज द बेसिक प्रोसेस ऑफ ड्राइंग. Okay, so consider that a film of a liquid is formed at the surface of the material being dried and the rate of evaporation of this film is related to the rate of heat transfer as per equation follows. Okay, so after the vaporization of the liquid, that liquid forms a film around the surface of the material which is being dried. The next one is the rate of evaporation of this film is related to the rate of heat transfer. ओके, सबस्टन्सला हीट प्रोव्हाइड केल्यानंतर त्यातल्या लिक्विडचं वेपरायझेशन होतं. वेपरायझेशन झाल्यानंतर त्या वेपरची एक फिल्म मटेरियलच्या पार्टिकलभोवती तयार होते. अगेन ती जी काही फिल्म तयार झालेली असेल त्या फिल्मचं इव्हॅपोरेशन होणं गरजेचं आहे. सो दॅट इव्हॅपोरेशन इज रिलेटेड टू द हीट ट्रान्सफर. आपण जितकी काही हीट त्या सबस्टन्सला देऊ त्याच रेटने इव्हॅपोरेशन होतं. सो रेट ऑफ इव्हॅपोरेशन इज रिलेटेड टू द रेट ऑफ heat transfer. How much heat is transferred to the substance, that much evaporation takes place. So it is denoted by an equation, that is dW upon d theta is equal to rho upon lambda, where dW and dW upon d theta is the rate of evaporation of water per hour, where rho is the overall rate of heat transfer and lambda is the latent heat of vaporization of water. So rate of evaporation is given by an equation that is dW by d theta is equal to rho upon lambda, where dW upon d theta is the rate of evaporation, rho is the overall rate of heat transfer and lambda is the latent heat of vaporization of the water. So this is the equation 1. The next one is, it indicates the heat transfer processes. The next process is the mass transfer. So the rate of diffusion of a moisture into the air stream is expressed by the rate of equation which is similar to those for the heat transfer. ओके, ज्या पद्धतीने हीट ट्रान्सफर केलं जातं आहे त्याच पद्धतीने मास ट्रान्सफरसुद्धा केलं जातं आहे. ओके, जी काय वेपरची फिल्म तयार झालेली आहे त्याचं इव्हॅपोरेशन होतं आहे, म्हणजेच काय होतं आहे, इथे मास ट्रान्सफर केला जातो आहे. लिक्विड किंवा मॉइश्चर हे सबस्टन्समधून एन्व्हायरमेंटमध्ये ट्रान्सफर केले जात आहेत, म्हणजेच तिथे आपल्याला मास ट्रान्सफर बघायला मिळतं आहे. सो द ड्रायव्हिंग फोर्स इज अ ह्युमिडिटी डिफरन्शियल, whereas the heat transfer is a temperature differential. Okay, why the heat transfer takes place? Because of the differences in the temperature. Then why the mass transfer takes place? Because of the difference in the humidities of the substance and the environment. Substance ची जी काही ह्युमिडिटी आहे आणि एन्व्हायरमेंटची जी काही ह्युमिडिटी आहे किंवा ॲटमॉस्फिअरची जी काही ह्युमिडिटी आहे त्यांच्यातल्या डिफरन्समुळे काय होतं आहे, हीट ट्रान्सफर केला जातो आहे फ्रॉम द हायर कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन टू द लोअर कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन. सबस्टन्समध्ये ह्युमिडिटीचं प्रमाण जास्त आहे, सो सबस्टन्समधून ह्युमिडिटी किंवा मॉइश्चर हे ॲटमॉस्फिअरमध्ये ट्रान्सफर केलं जातं आहे. ओके, सो इट कॅन बी गिवन ॲज अ इक्वेशन लाईक dW upon d theta is equal to Ka into Hs minus Hg, where again dW by d theta is the rate of diffusion of the water, then K is the coefficient of the mass transfer, then A is the area of the evaporating surface in a square feet, then Hs is the absolute humidity at the evaporating surface, and Hg is the absolute humidity in the passing air stream. Okay, because of the differences in the humidity content of the substance and the atmosphere, the mass transfer takes place or the evaporation takes place. So K is not a constant, but it varies with the velocity of the air stream passing over the evaporating surface. Thus K is equal to C into G, where C is again a proportionality constant, G is the rate of flow of the air, and N is a fractional exponent which is about 0.8 square. So after a certain period, the rate of evaporation is equal to the rate of diffusion of a vapor, and the rate of heat transfer can be equated with the rate of mass transfer. So we can assume that the rate of heat transfer is equal to the rate of evaporation. ओके, आपण जितकी की एवढी ज्या प्रमाणामध्ये हीट सबस्टन्सला प्रोव्हाइड करू तितक्याच प्रमाणामध्ये किंवा त्याच रेटने इव्हॅपोरेशनसुद्धा होतं आहे. सो वी कॅन इक्वेट द इक्वेशन 1 अँड इक्वेशन 2, दॅट इज dW by d theta is equal to rho upon lambda. So we can conclude that the rate of heat transfer is equal to the rate of evaporation. At what extent we are providing the heat, at that same extent the evaporation or the mass transfer or the drying takes place. जितक्या प्रमाणामध्ये आपण हीट सबस्टन्सला प्रोव्हाइड करू त्याच प्रमाणामध्ये सबस्टन्सचं ड्राईंग होतं आहे. Okay, so this is the theory of drying. The next one is, what is the difference between drying and the evaporation? First, in drying, the main operation is usually carried out on the solid materials, for example powders or the different solid products. And in case of evaporation, the main operation usually carried out on the liquid materials, that is solution or the liquid products. जनरली ड्राइंग हे सॉलिड सबस्टन्सेसचं केलं जातं आणि इव्हॅपोरेशन हे लिक्विड मटेरियल्सचं केलं जातं. देन ड्राइंग in the most cases means the removal of relatively small amounts of water from the solids, and in evaporation include the removal of large amount of water from the solution. Okay, drying हे solid substances केलं जातं आहे, evaporation हे liquid materials केलं जातं आहे. ड्राईंगमध्ये स्मॉल अमाऊंटमध्ये वॉटर रिमूव्ह केलं जातं आहे, इव्हॅपोरेशनमध्ये लार्ज क्वांटिटीजमध्ये वॉटर रिमूव्ह केलं जातं आहे. Again, in most cases, drying involves the removal of water at a temperature below its boiling point. ड्राइंग करत असताना वॉटरच्या बॉइलिंग पॉईंटपेक्षा कमी टेम्परेचरला वॉटरचं वेपरायझेशन केलं जातं आहे, आणखीन वॉटर रिमूव्ह केलं जातं. इव्हॅपोरेशनमध्ये रिमूव्हल ऑफ वॉटर बाय बॉइलिंग अ सोल्युशन. इव्हॅपोरेशनमध्ये सोल्युशन कम्प्लिटली बॉईल केलं जातं आहे, आणखीन वॉटर वेपर्स रिमूव्ह केल्या जातात. Again, in drying, the water is usually removed by circulating the air or the material in order to carry away the water vapors. Okay, ड्राईंगमध्ये ज्या काही वॉटरच्या वेपर्स सरफेसवरती तयार होतात त्या एअर स्ट्रीम प्रोव्हाइड करून तिथून रिमूव्ह केल्या जातात. While in evaporation, the water is removed from the material as a pure water vapor mixed with the other gases. In case of evaporation, pure water vapors along with other gases remove केल्या जातात. Okay, so these are the differences between the drying and the evaporation. The next one is which are the different types of dryers used in the pharmaceutical industry. First one, the dryers for the dilute solution like suspension and the slurries. Okay, to dry or to make the concentrated liquid dilutions like suspension or the slurries. The dryers like drum dryer and the spray dryer are used. Then the dryer for the damp solid materials are tray or the shelf dryer, then tunnel dryer, rotary dryer, then fluidized bed dryers, vacuum dryer and the freeze dryer. Okay, we will see the construction, working and the applications of different dryers. Okay, so first dryer is the tray dryer. This is the diagram for the tray dryer. Okay, so there are number of trays, heater is there, then the air inlet is there, then fan is there for the circulation of hot air, and another one is the air outlet is there. So we will see the construction of this tray dryer. The principle involved in the drying by using tray dryer is the hot air circulation. Okay, we are circulating the hot air over the material to be drying, and by this mechanism, that is hot air circulation, the drying takes place. So next one is the construction of this tray dryer. It consists of a small or a large cabinet which is insulated to reduce the heat loss. In which the different trays are fitted. Okay, basically tray dryer ला insulated cabinet आहे. Why the insulation is done? To reduce the heat loss. The next one is the heaters are there for the heating of air. Again, fans are there to circulate that hot air over the product. Then inlet and outlet for the air. Okay, so body of the tray dryer is insulated to avoid or to prevent the loss of hot air. Again, there is an inlet for the air, and that air get heated with the help of these heaters, and that hot air is circulated by using the fans. You can see the direction of the hot air also, and there are different trays which are fitted in this insulated jacket. The next one is the working of this tray dryer. The material which is to be dried is loaded in the trays. ओके, ज्या मटेरियलचं ड्राईंग करायचं आहे ते ट्रेजमध्ये स्प्रेड करायचं आहे. अगेन फ्रेश एअर इज इंट्रोड्यूस फ्रॉम द इनलेट फॉर एअर. द फ्रेश एअर गेट इंट्रोड्यूस इन टू द trays. Again, the material is heated by the hot air circulation. That fresh air get heated with the help of heaters, and the hot air gets circulated with the help of fans, and the material get heated by this hot air. Again, the trays containing the load remain in the dryer until the drying is complete. ओके, ड्राईंग कंप्लीट होईपर्यंत आपल्याला ट्रेस कॅबिनेटमध्येच ठेवायचे आहेत. Again, after which they are withdrawn, emptied and recharged for the drying the next batch. Okay, certain period नंतर मटेरियलचं ड्राईंग झालं की ते ट्रेस आपल्याला रिमूव्ह करायचे आहेत. मटेरियल विड्रॉ करायचं आहे आणि अगेन नेक्स्ट बॅच आपण त्याच्यामध्ये फिल करू शकतो. सो दिस इज द सिम्पल वर्किंग ऑफ द ट्रे ड्रायर. ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन इज द विच आर द ॲप्लिकेशन्स ऑफ दिस ट्रे ड्रायर. For the drying of sticky material and the granular mass. Okay, the sticky crude drugs or the granular substances like granules of the tablets we can dry by using the tray dryers. Then the drying of crude drugs, chemicals, powders, tablet granules, etc. Okay, so this is the simple construction and working of the tray dryer. It consists of the number of trays which are removable. Okay, we can easily remove and load these trays into the dryer, which are generally made up of aluminum or the steel. So the material to be dried is spread in these trays, and that trays are loaded into the dryer. After that, the fresh air get introduced into the dryer, which is get heated with the help of heaters, and the fan helps to circulate that air over the trays, and the drying it takes place because of the circulation of hot air. That is the principle of this drying by using the tray dryers. Okay, after certain times the material get dried completely, then these trays are removed, the material is withdrawn, and again we can load the next batch of the material also. Okay, so this is the actual diagram for the tray dryer. You can see here there are number of trays. Yes, the next type of dryer is the drum dryer. Okay, so this is the diagram for the drum dryer. Generally the drum dryer is used for the drying of the liquid substances like suspension or the different slurries or the different crude drugs. Liquid crude drugs can be dried by using the drum dryer. Okay, then what is the principle involved in the drying by using the drum dryer? A heated hollow metal drum rotates on its longitudinal axis, which is partially deep in the solution to be dried. This drum dryer consists of a hollow roller or a hollow drum. You can see here there is a heated drum which is partially dipped in the liquid to be dried, and that drum rotates on its longitudinal axis. So the heated hollow metal drum rotates on its longitudinal axis, which is partially dipped into the solution to be dried. Then the solution is carried as a film on the surface of the dryer and dried to form a layer. Again, a suitable knife scrapes the dryer material while the drum is rotating. Okay, this is the simple principle of this drum dryer. ड्रम ड्रायरमध्ये एक हॉलो असा ड्रम आहे विच इज मेड अप ऑफ मेटल and that drum rotates on its longitudinal axis and that drum is partially dipped in the liquid to be dried. ज्या लिक्विडचं ड्राईंग करायचं आहे त्या लिक्विडमध्ये पार्शियली आपल्याला ड्रम डीप करायचा आहे. देन that drum is heated and it rotated against its longitudinal axis. ओके, सो जेव्हा त्याचे रोटेशन्स होत आहेत तेव्हा काय होतं आहे, लिक्विडची एक फिल्म त्या ड्रमवरती तयार होती आहे अँड बिकॉज ऑफ द हीट प्रोव्हायडेड और बिकॉज ऑफ द हीटेड ड्रम दॅट फिल्म्स गेट ड्राईड. ओके, ती लिक्विडची जी काही फिल्म तयार झालेली आहे ती कम्प्लिटली ड्राय होती आहे अँड अगेन दॅट ड्राईड फिल्म is removed by using the knives or they are scrapped by using the knife which are fitted at the another end of the drum. लिक्विडची जी काही फिल्म तयार होते ड्रमवरती ती हीटमुळे ड्राय होते आहे आणि ती ड्राय झालेली जी काही फिल्म आहे ती नाईफच्या सहाय्याने आपण स्क्रॅप करायची आहे टू गेट अ ड्राईड प्रोडक्ट. द नेक्स्ट वन इज अ कन्स्ट्रक्शन ऑफ दिस ड्रम ड्रायर. It consists of a horizontally mounted hollow steel drum of 0.6 to 3 meters diameter and 0.6 to 4 meters in length whose external surface is polished. Okay, horizontal माउंट केलेला हॉलो स्टील ड्रम आहे की ज्याची डायमीटर 0.6 to 3 मीटर्सपर्यंत आहे आणखी लेंथ त्याची 0.6 to 4 मीटर्सपर्यंत आहे. ओके, अँड जनरली त्याचा जो काही आउटर सरफेस किंवा एक्सटर्नल सरफेस आहे तो पॉलिश केलेला असतो आहे. देन बिलो द ड्रम द फीड पॅन इज प्लेस इन सच अ वे दॅट द ड्रम डिप्स पार्शियली इन टू द फीड. ज्या लिक्विडचं ड्राईंग करायचं आहे ते आपण एका फीड पॅनमध्ये प्लेस केलेलं आहे आणि ड्रम आपल्याला अशा प्रकारे ॲडजस्ट करायचा आहे की आपल्याला फक्त पार्शियली ड्रम त्या लिक्विडमध्ये डीप करायचा आहे. Then on one side of the drum a spreader is placed and on another side a doctor's knife is placed to scrap the dried material. Again a storage bin is placed connecting the knife to collect the material. Okay, knife इथे आपल्याला अगेन एक स्टोरेज बिन प्लेस करायचं आहे टू कलेक्ट द स्क्रॅप मटेरियल और द ड्राईड मटेरियल. ओके, सो दिस इज द construction and working of the drum dryer. So here I have explained the working. First the steam is passed inside the drum and the drying capacity is directly proportional to the surface area of the drum. The heat transfer by conduction to the material. ड्रमच्या इनसाइड आपण स्टीम प्रोवाइड करतो आहे. Because of that steam the drum get heated. Again the drum is rotated at the rate of 1 to 10 revolutions per minute. Okay, 1 to 10 revolutions per minute इतक्या स्पीडने तो ड्रम आपल्याला रोटेट करायचा आहे. Again the liquid material present in the feed pans adheres as a thin layer to the external surface of the drum during its rotation. तो ड्रम रोटेट होत असताना काय होतं आहे, फीड पॅनमध्ये जे काही लिक्विड प्लेस केलेलं आहे ते ड्रमला स्टिक होतं किंवा अधेर होतं आहे आणि त्यापासून ते एक थीन असा लेयर ड्रमच्या सरफेसवरती तयार करतं आहे. अगेन द मटेरियल इज कम्प्लिटली ड्राईंग ड्युरिंग इट्स जर्नी in slightly less than one rotation. Again the dried material is capped by using the knife which is then falls into the storage bin. Then the time of contact of the material with the hot metal is 6 to 15 seconds only. Okay, within 6 to 15 seconds that liquid film gets dried. Again there are certain advantages of this drum dryer, that is this dryer is compact, so it occupies the less space as compared to other dryers. Again the product obtained in the drum dryer is in the form of flakes which are used conventionally for many purposes. Again, the liquid is exposed to heat for a few seconds. ओके, लिक्विड कमीत कमी वेळासाठी हीटच्या एक्सपोजरमध्ये राहते. सो इथे आपल्या लिक्विडचा किंवा अदर त्यातल्या एक्सिपियंट्सचा डिकम्पोजिशन होण्याचे चान्सेस फार कमी असतात. अगेन, इन ऑर्डर टू रिड्यूस द टेम्परेचर ऑफ ड्राइंग, द ड्रम कॅन बी एनक्लोज इन अ वॅक्यूम चेंबर. ओके, वी कॅन अटॅच अ वॅक्यूम ऑल्सो टू रिड्यूस द heating temperature. Again, there is a rapid drying because of the liquid gets sprayed in the form of thin film over a large surface, resulting in a rapid heat and the mass transfer. लिक्विडची फिल्म तयार झाल्यामुळे काय होतं, तिथे रॅपिड हीट आणि मास ट्रान्सफर होते. अगेन, फास्ट ड्राइंग केलं जातं. अगेन, देर आर सम डिसएडवांटेजेस ऑफ दिस ड्रम ड्रायर, लाइक इट रिक्वायर्स अ टेक्निकल स्किल, also a careful control on the feed rate, then film thickness, then speed of the rotation and the temperature is necessary. Okay, there are drums rotations किंवा फिल्मचा thickness, again feed rate, temperature, हे सर्व टेक्निकल स्किल इथे नेसेसरी आहेत. दिस इज द डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ दिस ड्रम ड्रायर. So this drum dryer is used for the drying of solutions or the suspension, again drying of the milk products, then starch products, then ferrous salts and the suspension of the zinc oxide or the kaolin. So we studied the two types of dryers, that is tray dryer and the drum dryer. Okay, so now we will stop here and we will continue with the spray dryer in the next lecture. So for any query you can ask me at any time. Okay, so thank you for your attention.